Alright, for this project I'm going to be using flour, water, and I'm going to be putting it in a jar. So starting off, I'm measuring my flour and I'm trying to get it to 1 cup of flour. And I'm just going to add that to my jar, and I've already pre-measured my water and it's 1 cup of water. And I'm going to mix till I get my desired good consistency. And I realized that I didn't have a good consistency, so I added 100 milliliters of more flour. And I'm just gonna mix till it forms a good consistency. And now that I have my perfect consistency, I'm going to put the lid on and let it rest for 24 hours. Moving on to day 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, I'm going to get into something called the feeding process. So with the feeding process, I'm going to take out half of my mixture from yesterday, and I'm just going to toss that. And I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of flour. With that, I'm gonna add 4 tablespoons of water as well. And I'm gonna mix it up again till I get another good consistency. And now you guys can see that it is day 1, day 2, day 3, and so on and so forth. And you can see how my consistency and my starter has changed from day 1 all the way till day 4. Moving on, this is the feeding process, and you guys can go ahead and read that, and it'll give you a little bit more of an idea of what the feeding process is like. And now I'm going to talk about how sourdough starter and biology go hand in hand. Alright, hi guys, so let's talk about how biology plays an important role in sourdough bread starter. So by themselves, initially, if you think about it, the two main ingredients that go into sourdough bread starter are just flour and water. They're just essentially flavorless. There's no extra salt or sugar being added in there. The sweet and the sour flavor that we love in these breads are basically products of the microbes that are mutually beneficial, and they fight to survive and grow in that complex microscopic ecosystem. The little jar I had of the starter, that's basically the ecosystem that the little microbes are trying to survive and trying to grow in. The makeup of the ecosystem evolves around hours and days of fermentation. By us leaving that dough to rest for several days, for 6 days, it goes through a process known as autolysis, which increases hydration of flour and causing an improved gluten structure and increases enzyme activity. Not only that, the ecosystem begins to form as the flour mixes with water and makes the sourdough bread starter. Enzymes in the flour splits into 2 categories, which are starches and sugars. Not only that, there's also swarms of yeast and good bacteria that are everywhere, that are found in the flour, found in the environment. So with that being said, I'm hoping I was able to bring that to you guys clearly and explain how biology plays an important role in sourdough bread.